Through the Ravine, the Los Angeles Dodgers are World Series bound. Once again, the Dodgers are back in the World Series, looking to repeat as World Series champions for the first time in 25 years. The longest drought of repeat champions of all the four major sports. We have not seen a repeat champion in a long time in Major League Baseball. It just doesn't happen. It is so hard to win in the sport of baseball, and it is so hard to go back to back in the sport of baseball. And the Dodgers have won consecutive NL pennants, 24, 25, their 26th National League pennants in franchise history. Great day to be a Dodger fan. It's always a great day to be a Los Angeles Dodger fan. Truly lucky to be a Dodger fan from the very get-go and to see this team evolve into what they've become. The narrative and the storylines have changed throughout the years, throughout the decades of Dodger baseball. I remember growing up as recent as just a couple years ago. Literally a couple years ago, we go back to 2023, and this was the team that was chokers, that could never get over the hump. Mickey Mouse team, Mickey Mouse ring this, Mickey Mouse that's, chokers, never win the big game in the full season. And here we are now. We're back in the World Series. And all I hear is that we are ruining baseball, and we are about to ruin baseball with 4 more wins, with another World Series championship back to back. We are 4 wins away from that happening and having another parade through downtown LA. I'm all for this. Let's just keep it going. Let's do it this year. Let's do it next year, the following year. Now, fans are saying there's going to be a lockout in 2027. I don't disagree with that. Whether or not it's because of the Dodgers, that's another discussion. But ruining baseball has become the narrative of the Dodgers, that we are now the villains of Major League Baseball, that nobody likes us because we have all the money, we buy our players, we buy our rings. But this wasn't the case, and the Dodgers have always spent money. They've always spent money. This isn't some renowned thing that they've spent money over the last couple of seasons. A little bit more money than usual, yeah, maybe, but this team signed Mookie Betts, 6 years ago to a lifetime contract that has just been worth every single penny. Freddie Freeman a couple years ago, we didn't hear that talk then. Now it's from chokers to Mickey Mouse ring to we're ruining baseball, and this sucks. I just find it pretty hilarious how the narratives change so quickly, because I don't forget those times. I have comments on my channel. Mickey Mouse comments. Choker comments on my channel. So I'm just waiting for the ruining baseball comments to start pouring in. They should be popping in probably in the next couple of weeks when the Dodgers go back to back. Let's talk about the sweep of the Milwaukee Brewers. This was dominance. This was not even close. You go back to the last series with the Phillies and how heart-racing and just intense of the series that was. Big swing after big swing from the Dodgers late in those games. To this NLCS, this was cruise control. I really didn't break a sweat in this series. Outside of 9th inning of Game 1, which was just... that was the turning point for the Brewers. If they had a chance in this series, they had to steal that game, and that would have been a big win for them. I'm not sure what the series would have been if they won that game and they walked off the Dodgers, but that was their chance, and they blew it, and the Dodgers never looked back. It was just pure dominance. The starting pitching is the best we've ever seen. As a Dodger fan perspective, really as a baseball fan, you've never seen a pitching staff quite like this Dodgers. This is a 4-headed monster. You guys have an ace, maybe a couple of really good pitchers. You don't have 3 aces, let alone 4 aces. This Dodgers team has 4 aces. It's a 4-headed monster, and it's really impeccable. Blake Snell in Game 1 comes out and really should have thrown a complete game. Now, the Dodgers went to Roki Sasaki in that 9th inning, and I'm not going to frown Dave on that move, and let's not talk trash about Dave in this postseason alone. I have said some criticizing things of him, mainly in that NLDS. That was some questionable decisions then, but Roki in Game 1, I wasn't mad to see him come out in the 9th inning. I'm glad Dave kind of realizes he's a closer now, and that's the way it should be moving forward into the World Series, and it was the case in this NLCS. But Blake Snell comes out and was really unhittable. Was pretty much near perfect in Game 1. Blake Snellzilla always been my guy. Owned Milwaukee in that game one. One of the best performances we've ever seen. Dodgers almost lose the game. They almost lose it in that game one. Blake Treinen luckily closed the door, and the Dodgers hang on to game one. That was the most intense moment of the series. Game two, Churriel leads off with the homer. Even the Brewers, oh my gosh, here we go. Brewers are going to win this, but Teoscar comes right back in that second inning, ties up the game. The Dodgers will attack on some runs. Of course, I missed crazy play with Frelick in game one as well, but who cares at this point? I mean, Ohtani topped out in game four tonight, what we saw in the closeout game. But yeah, the Dodgers take game two, and really, the series is over at that point. Let's be honest. I mean, no one's coming back to beat this Dodgers team 2 out of 3 in LA. It's just not happening. And the Dodgers in this postseason, they are 9-1. They are practically undefeated in this postseason because the only game they lost was a game that they were down 2 runs in that 7th inning before Dave Roberts punted the game. So who knows if they would have come back in that game. They are, like I said, this is the best I've ever seen. Like, I've never seen a team this good in the postseason. I've never seen it for continuous just going. They are a machine with no end in sight until they get that World Series championship trophy back. It's been a pleasure to watch. They take the first 2 in Milwaukee. They're undefeated so far on the road in the postseason, 4-0. Looking to keep that going, of course, in the World Series. Come back to LA. Again, close games. The Brewers are close. They're within striking distance, but they don't form rallies. The Brewers don't have any chance to form any rallies. They never put the Dodgers in doubts, really. The Dodger pitching staff, whenever Milwaukee formed a rally, they stepped on their throat and they buried them. And that's credit to the Dodger pitching staff, both on the starting and Tyler Glasnow in Game 3 comes out 5 2/3 innings pitched. The worst performance so far of the NLCS was Tyler Glasnow, 5 2/3. I mean, that guy, come on, dude. You got to do better than that. I think it was a 1 run for Glasnow. Just a horrific performance. Obviously, I'm joking, but yeah, Glasnow gave the Dodgers a really solid outing. Tommy Edman came through once again in this NLCS, and the Dodgers, with Roki Sasaki closing it out, win Game 3. It's a 3-0 lead, and we go to Game 4. I didn't see any single formula where the Brewers were going to win this game. We're going to win a game in this series. Like, they were not winning Game 4. They're not going to beat Shohei Ohtani in a closeout game at Dodger Stadium. His first ever postseason starts as a Dodger at Dodger Stadium, and it went about as immaculate as you can really get. 6 innings with the W, 10 strikeouts, 2 hits, no runs, and he also hit 3 homers. We've never seen this, I've never seen this, and we will never see this again. In a closeout game of the NLCS, we get Ohtani with 6 shutty, 10 Ks, and 3 homers that one ball is probably on the way to Vegas. I mean, he hit the ball so hard, so far. They're probably still traveling into this night. It is ridiculous what Ohtani did tonight. I know it's October. Can I say a man possessed and show Ohtani tonight? He was unreal. He was on one tonight. He wanted to end this tonight and really get a week off and kind of rejuvenate and get the Dodgers back into the Fall Classic. They do, going back to the World Series, where they will await the Seattle Mariners or the Toronto Blue Jays. If the Mariners win, the Dodgers have home field in the World Series. If the Blue Jays win, Toronto has home field in the World Series. For me, it doesn't really matter. This Dodgers team is ready to take on anybody. American League team can pose different strengths and weaknesses compared to NL teams because we don't really see them that often. So could be a little bit of a mismatch the Dodgers haven't really seen yet. But this Dodgers team, like I said, they are the best team I've ever seen, really, in my Dodger lifetime watching postseason baseball. This team is unreal. We're talking about postseason baseball, forget the regular season, postseason, they are locked in on a level I've never seen before, and I don't see anybody stopping them. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. I will see you guys in the World Series.